You cannot have a World Cup without Scottish fans. For that vibrancy, the Tartan Army has to be in a damn World Cup. Scott McTominay might be the GOAT. The last bastion of football is international football. So you see, for a long time, I've always been like, football is robotic, iPad football. I'm losing some of the passion of football. It's too predictable, micromanagement. And sometimes I grow disillusioned with just like, reporting on this sport that I've had a passion for since I can remember. And it was even discussed with my brother, because my brother was the guy who actually said that, bro, because he was watching the Scottish game. And I said to him that, bro, the last frontier, the last bastion of the heart and soul of football is international football. Because international football, that's where the soul is. See, with the club football, you are the manager for so long, so it's tactics, it's analysis, it's data, AI, data. So when you're watching the games, it's not fun, because all you're just watching is just one piece of data against another piece of data. You've turned a game of passion and of soul. You've taken the soul out of football and just put in numbers, data, analysis, and mathematics, which just makes it boring to watch, which is why not all, but a lot of games right now and a lot of teams are extremely boring to watch because they're so predictable. But international football, there's no time to bring in the tactics. There's no time to bring in the micromanagement. It's really about who you are as a team. So there's a realness to it, and that is where you get real drama. And bro, shout out to your boy Kieran Tierney. Your boy Tierney. Bro, injury time, 2-2. Denmark only needed a draw to go through. Scotland needed a W. And then he comes in and says what's up with an amazing goal. And obviously, the McLean goal was just like an extra full stop to make it 4-2. But that 3-2, that was the key goal that just ended everything. But again, that's kind of, even when you just look at the noise of the crowd and the atmosphere, club football, it doesn't. Nah, you don't get this in club football, because this is what, as I say to people, is that with any club, you can leave the club, you can join it and then leave it. Once you play for Scotland, once you play like 1 or 2 cards for Scotland, that's it. You are Scottish for life. So, and there's just something deeper about country, something deeper about tribe, something deeper about culture. Because bring any club you want, bring any club in the world, they're not older than Scotland. Scotland is one of the oldest countries in the world. So for Scotland, that's go watch freaking Bravehearts, and your boy William Wallace. So the history of Scotland goes back hundreds upon hundreds of years. And that's deep cultural affinity, you don't get that in club football. You don't. So when you're just watching that game, you get goosebumps. You get goosebumps just seeing how the crowd is reacting and how people just react to that thing. Even right now, I'm even getting goosebumps now. Is you can't beat international ball. You can't beat international ball. And look, man, for Scotland, man, it's like, look, because I think Steve, again, this is just showing my age, bro. Because I was like, oh my God, I remember when Steve Clarke used to play, because he was part of the 90s Chelsea team. So I remember this guy's playing career and when this guy used to play. And bro, everybody remembers that 98 World Cup and the opening game, which was Brazil against Scotland, and where, bro, I think it's Henry. I think it's Colin Hendry, blonde Scottish defender, where this guy was terrified of your boy. This guy, I think it's even this. Yeah, it's this jersey. Yeah, it's this jersey. This was the 98th jersey, bro. Scotland and Colin Hendry, they were terrified of this 21-year-old. So when I try to say to guys that, when you guys talk about Neymar, Messi, Cristiano, I'm like, those guys are no players. No one fears any players right now. They don't. The players are super talented. No one fears them. This is one back when guys feared them. And Colin Hendry, you'd see him say, yo, help me, help. This 21-year-old freak of nature is literally causing me fear. So that's the last thing that is obviously saw Scotland open that piece. And when Craig Bolly didn't have any seat. So it's obviously good just to setting them back, because the key thing of why Scotland needs to be here, and I said it in the kind of promo. When you look at fans, so I actually almost want to do a video of this, like the top fans of any World Cup that you need to have. I believe you need to have at least one African nation. At least one African nation. Whether that's be Nigerian, Ghanaian. You know what I'll say? You need to have Senegalese. Just the way in which they coordinate their friendship and everything is great. You have to have like an Argentina and even a Colombia, just for the noise and the color that they have. I don't know whether you may have to have Italians, but, and this, I've not seen this since '98. The Tartan Army, the Tartan Army. These are just, bro. When they bring out those bagpipes, because basically I used to work for like a kilt company, and I still remember the stuff like, what's it called, sporran. You know, that's what you wear like as a belt on your kilt. These Tartan Army fans, they're one of the best fans in the world, just in terms of, because again, it's just about the unique look they have of the kilts, of the bagpipes, of the sound, of the energy. It's just a very unique vibe that they bring in. So one of those, again, I just like Senegalese fans, amazing. I swear I'm missing one. I think it's Colombian. Let's bring on, I'm just saying, for the friendship and also for, so, but Scottish fans for sure. Tartan Army, they are needed. And say what you want. You see, just don't give them too much alcohol. English fans do bring in the noise, bro. In terms of singing and where they will sing for 90 minutes, English fans do bring. It's just that just don't give them too much alcohol, or else you see your country go upside down. But Scottish fans are vital. So for the people in America, just being able to experience the Tartan Army and how they will take over the pubs and just the sounds they will bring, I just think is amazing. It's amazing. But 100%, they are amongst one of the most best and most unique fans out there, is the Tartan Army. Can we talk about a McTizzy? Some people call him Scott McSauce. Some people call him Scott McTominay. Some people call him Scott. I call him Scott McTizzy. I call him Scott McTizzy. When, again, I just said that because we have to. When do we give him his flowers? This is very simple. When do we give Scott McTizzy his flowers? Because the way he's playing very soon, he may be known as Scott Olusegun McTominay, first of his name. He's very close to be called Scott Olusegun. Very, very close. Well, this guy scores amazing goals. This is the second time he scored an overhead kick. The last time he scored an overhead kick was in the critical game to give Napoli the Scudetto. Now he scored an overhead kick in a critical game to take Scotland into the World Cup for their very first time since 1998. Can we please put some respect on Scott McTizzy's name? Can we put some respect on Scott McTizzy's name? Because what does your boy always say? It's not how many you score, it's when you score. And my thing though is, with this guy now going to Scotland and that World Cup, bro. And guys, I'll keep it a stack with you, bro. Like, Scotland have had some guys. You can argue Steve Nicol, you can argue Alan Hansen, who are great defenders, bro, from the 80s. I would argue that Scott McTizzy is one of Scotland's best players that they've had in a long damn time. Say what you want about, Serie, whatever the Serie. For him to do what he did for Napoli last season is flipping out amazing. And just a few weeks ago, he scored another amazing goal for Napoli as well. And looking at what he's doing for Scotland, and that's, guys, do you know what it means to score an overhead goal in a crucial World Cup qualifier. I mean, please, like, again, guys, please, 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 fair is fair. Yes, he's not Scott McTominay or Scott McTallis. He's Scott McTizzy. And for goodness sake, this guy deserves your damn respect. Can you please give Scott McTominay your damn respect? He needs your damn respect. Because I'm sorry, I told you guys, I'm an aesthetic merchant. I'm a gid merchant. I'm a moments merchant. And if a guy is popping off with an overhead kick in a crucial game, I'm looking at him differently. So I don't know who Scott McTominay is. I don't know who that is. All I know is a guy called Scott McTizzy. Scott McTizzy. Who might lead Scotland to the World Cup.